we widen up the scope to include even those who are not specifically assigned to our respective offices, but they are Catholics, they are journalists, and they are willing to give us a hand. It has become a challenge because we don't have sufficient tools, and sometimes we have problem of resources. So we are not able to reach each and every diocese to be able to capture the events that are going on there. But by involving others who are there, of course, journalists who are capable and they are willing to do it, we think that it will help. And we are thinking of strengthening the Catholic Association of Journalists, and these together they can help to bridge the gap which we are experiencing now of not having stories from some parts of our region.
Mhm. Now, how can we have so many television stations, radios, magazines, and online platforms that are affiliated to the Catholic Church? How can they help to support this cause in order to ensure that there is that wider coverage within the umbrella body that is Amecea?
In the Amecea region, we are privileged. As far as the radio stations are concerned, we are privileged. We have almost 60 radio stations. It's a huge potential, which if we capitalize on that, we can do a lot. As far as TV stations are concerned, not very many, but we have 6 of them operating. We are not able to have a TV station in each member conference, but the few we have, we think that the idea of networking, even to the radios, the idea of networking, sharing the program, sharing the informations we are having, will help to bring the message to a wider community. And that's what we are venturing on. And we think that if the journalists are brought together and we find a mechanism of creating a hub whereby whatever is happening in one part of the region is communicated through that hub to the other part of the region. It can be translated into the local languages which is being used there, and it will be disseminated to the people. So networking is the way forward.
Thank you very much, very Reverend. Now, on synod and synodality, we know it has been an ongoing journey. Could you just briefly tell us, or generally, what has been happening, where are we, and where do we expect to be come next year?
The synod on synodality is an ongoing event. We have just finished the first phase of it. We are now in the second phase, the continental phase, and recently we have received the universal document from Rome, which now the church and the Catholic faithful and all those people of goodwill have been invited to go through it. And then there will be a moment and forums in the continental level to digest the informations that were being availed to us through that universal document. And for us in the region, we are strategizing ourselves in the sense that we have already compiled the syntheses that were produced in the national level so that we have a common document in the region so as when we meet our colleagues from other regions on the continental level, we will have a reference document to refer to. So we will be reading the universal document with the reference to the local documents compiled to what we call a regional document. And we are inviting the Catholics all over the region and throughout the world to read that document. The English version that has been available to us has got 54 pages. It's written in a very simple language. It doesn't have big theological terminologies. It flows itself. And by the way, quite a number of quotations from our region has been featured in that document. So if each and everyone will have time to read, digest it, reflect on it, because it's a discernment process the Pope is inviting us to embark on. It's not kind of an academic debate. It's a spiritual, it's a pastoral, it's a type of experience. So we are really inviting each and everyone to reach the document, and it is available. It's available in our websites. It's available, and we will request our communicators wherever they are to avail it, and when possible, to translate it to a language which is friendly to the lowest level of people in the small Christian community, so that we continue to journey as one church.
Mhm. And in as far as formation is concerned, we understand that the Holy Father even published a document on formation of the people of God, where all the lay and the religious are advised on the best way to live in this world, our common home. Are we really prepared, fully prepared, in as far as the key issues raised are concerned in the documents?
Formation is a very wide concept, and the church has always capitalized on formation. And formation particularly starts at the family level. It is the domestic school, and as it is called, it is the domestic church. It is from that um, particular area where parents and guardians start now to teach the young ones, the little ones, on what it is all about faith, what is all about morals, what is all about caring even of our environment. If we missed that particular stage in the family stage, formation in the other stages will be difficult. And then we have to look also in the other avenues of formation, including our schools, including our universities, and then for those who have been called the church in the Amecea region. There is no one can say that I have got enough of the faith or enough of the information I need for my spiritual or pastoral or social life. So formation should be an ongoing process, and we encourage parishes, Christian communities, outstations, and any other forums that can be available to capitalize on a number of things that are challenging the way we respond to the Word of God, and particularly marriage and family life. There, ongoing formation is important.
Anyone with any question? Let us know.
I just wanted to ask the expectation as someone who is at a Messiah. What is your expectation for the journalists or the correspondents who have attended this training?
My expectations are high after the training, and having observed that the training was successful, I expect things to improve. I expect the number of articles we receive from our member conferences to increase. I expect also the quality of the information and the photos we normally share, they improve. I expect that the knowledge you have acquired here is not capitalized by this small group. The knowledge which you have acquired is supposed to be shared by those who are in other levels. So you people been working either in the conference level or in the diocesan level, you have the obligation to disseminate that information. The bigger the group we have of people who are knowledgeable, the better, because the population which needs your information, which depends on your pain or your reporting, is big. So we need also to have a bigger group that could help in this journey.
What
Thank
would you
you.
say to the conferences? Because sometimes the conferences are not making use of the correspondence. What is your message to the conferences?
There are two things I can say. The correspondents themselves, they need to be available. Sometimes a correspondence can be there but is not available, so the conference cannot make use of that correspondence. That's one. Two, for the conferences then to acknowledge and recognize the position, the role of the correspondence. Once there is that mutual understanding, and each one plays his or her role, for sure the church in Amecea will make a progress which is bigger than what we are doing now.
Thank you very much.
Is
Eh?
very well done.
You want to say photo?
One after another.
Yeah.
Okay.
This goes to the
Are you
TV.
next? Elisa,
Okay.
are you next?
Yes, I'm next.
This is for the cappuccino.
Yes.